I was actually just watching something earlier, and somebody was talking about how back in the day you had artists and some other creators that had a sound or a variety of sounds. They weren't chained to the algorithms. They weren't chained to trends. They weren't chained to what Spotify or any other platform or how Meta or anybody else will basically dictate to how they basically make their sound or make their music. And it's kind of funny that somebody was talking to that because I kind of resonate with that because that's how I am. I never ever had this sort of sound or approach. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, I have a foundation. It is hip hop. I'm a sampler. I make beats, especially in the beginning when I started back in 1997. Yes, I've been in the game for a long time. But one thing I always say is that I never felt the reason to basically stay in one place. I'm not a fan of basically just being pigeonholed into one genre because for me it gets boring. And number two, I don't want to be known as somebody that knows that's for a certain sound. Yes, I can make trap. Yes, I can make Jersey Club. Yes, I can make house. I can make boom bap beats. I can make orchestral stuff. I'm trying to get into film music. I'm trying to learn that. Somebody teach me also. I'm trying to learn how to really do composition and part writing. But but I'm trying to learn everything. And I feel like as a musician, you have to be able to not only have a place where, yes, you have a foundation, but you're also able to evolve and have the freedom to basically make the type of music you want to make. You don't feel trapped into this one thing. And I think the problem with the music industry today and the problem with the reason why artists don't really, everybody wants to sound the same is because everybody feels like they have to do what the algorithm tells it to do or do what the trends and what everybody online is liking and disliking. I'm like, come on, man. Whatever happened to being a musician? Whatever happened to being a creative? And I get it. Okay, these days, making music doesn't really make a whole lot of money. If you talk about just talk about, okay, just selling music, it really ain't a whole lot of money in it. So I know a lot of people just don't put the focus on being creative and having just that extra, okay, risk taking element that was available back in the day because people was incentivized to try some things. You had the likes of Michael Jackson. You had the likes of who else? Teddy Riley. You had the likes of maybe Pete Rock. You had the likes of all these other guys back then, and who was basically pushing the needle as far as like what music was about. And that's kind of lost these days because it's not the same. It's not the same. It's like everybody now wants to basically do what the social media platforms tell it to do what the fans are basically saying to like and dislike. And don't get me wrong. Yes, respect your fans, respect your base, respect the people that are bringing you to the dance. Always do that. But however, take risk. Take risks. If you love music and you love being creative, the thing about being creative is taking a risk and trying things out. Now, yes, I'm a little bit of an unk. I know I'm been in the game for a while, but one thing I always try to do is I always think, how far can I take something? What's the next place for me? And I want every creative, every musician out there to understand that the ones that's going to survive in this game is the ones that have a creative mind. The moment you get stagnant and the moment you think that you know it all, or the moment that you feel like, okay, I could just stick with the trends and that's that, and I'm going to just ride waves, eventually a wave dies down. Just like the sea in the ocean. Just like the seas in the oceans, just like that. I mean, waves die down.